In this session we will be discussing user menus 6 through 0. If you'll notice here, I have the area name displayed. This is done through the keypad programming. In order to access user menu 0, the area name must be enabled to display on the keypad. So to go into the user menu 6 through 0, we'll press the Alt key, and then we can either scroll up to menu 6, or I can press the 6 key, which will take us directly to this menu. Now, from menu 6 through 0, a user code must be entered for authorization, so it will ask for a user code here shortly. So we're going to change the user code here. I'm going to hit the right arrow key, and here it's asking for an authorization code. So 3456 is the default authorization code. Now, a user menu, the user code 1 here, if I press the right arrow key, we'll enter that. And here it's showing the default user code, which is 3456. This is a code we have been using in the past. So I want to add or change a new user code. I'll go to user code 2. So I'm going to back up by hitting the Alt key, and then the select up and down arrows. So I'll go up one, and now I'm at user code 2. I will enter that by hitting the right arrow key, and currently that code is 0000, which is turned off. All zeros means the code is turned off. So I will enter a new code here. We'll call it 2222, 4 twos. And if I hit the Alt key to back up, and I'll go back all the way out into the main running menu here. So now if I enter 2222, we'll arm the system. 2222.
Area 1 is armed. Away mode.
And I'll enter the code again to disarm.
Area 1 is disarmed.
By default, that user code had arm and disarm capabilities. Those capabilities can be changed in the installer programming level. So we'll enter back into our menus here. We changed user codes, so now we'll go up to the next item, which here again, if we exit out of the user programming, we'll have to enter the user code again, 3456. Automation custom settings. So I'm going to enter into that and give you a little definition of what this is. In the rules programming, you can set up a rule to reference the custom settings, and you see here CS01, which is custom setting 01, equals 0 seconds. What we do in the rules programming, for instance, water the lawn time, and we could change the description name here to water the lawn time. The rule can reference this custom setting, so that we want to water the lawn for whatever setting is set in this value here. This allows the end user to change the amount of time. For instance here, the amount of time to water the lawn. So he can change the number of seconds. This is always expressed in seconds. This can also be a time of day setting. So if we want to access this, the cursor is currently under the CS01, which allows us to, our time ran out, got to enter the code again, allows us to go up and down the number of custom settings here. So if I hit the right arrow, we'll enter into the second setting. Right here is where the cursor is at. So if I want 600 seconds, which is 10 minutes, I would enter 00600. So you must enter 5 digits in this case to complete the field. So now there's 600 seconds in the custom settings 1. So if I wrote a rule that says turn on the lawn sprinkler for the value in custom setting 1, it would run the lawn sprinkler output for 600 seconds. Now we'll back up out of this menu. So we'll go to the next menu, which is System Settings. Now System Settings has a sub menu, which we'll enter into that. The first one is set the system clock, and we set it in a 24-hour format. So we'll hit the right arrow key, and currently Sunday, it's October 24th, 2004, and it's 11:16. So the cursor is under Sunday. If I can change that. If I put a 2, it will go to Monday, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then go back to 1 for Sunday. To advance to the next field, I hit the right arrow. Now the cursor is under the 10. If I wanted to change that date to say November, I'd put in 1/1. So now we're at November. I'll change that back to, now it automatically advances to the next field, so now it's November 10th. If I want to change that back to the October, and it's the 24th of 04, and now I can change the time the same way by just typing in the time values, or I can move around the cursor with the right and left arrow here. Alright, I'm going to back out of this setting and go up one. We're at 81. The 1 means which item in this setting that we're in. I'll go to the next one, which is the output 1 voice adjust volume. Now this is, if we enter into that,
Test 1, 2, 3.
we can raise and lower this maximum volume with the up and down key.
Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3.
So you can see the as we change the setting here, the test signal coming out of the speaker will go up and down in volume. Go to the next item, which is Keypad Adjustments. This also has a sub menu attached to it. We enter into that. The first one is Key Beep Tone, and I enter that with the right arrow, and we can go up and down our numbers here again. As you see, as we go up, the tone gets higher. Okay, so up and down, we'll raise and lower the beep tones. I hit ELK to back up. Go to the next item in this sub menu is the key beep volume. We enter into that, and now we can raise the key beep volume. So we can set it up ever how we desire the key beep volume to be. We go to the next item, which is LCD Backlight Adjust. This is the minimum backlight setting when the backlight timer times out. So we enter into that. We're currently at level 9, which means it's on all the time. If we go down the scale, you see the backlight gets dimmer and dimmer, and that's what the dim level will be when the backlight timer times out. So I'll go back. Well, I can also hit a 9 here. You can hit the numeric value instead of going up and down on these items also. I hit the ELK key to back up, and the next item rolls back around to the very beginning. So we have finished the keypad adjustments. I'll hit the ELK to back up again, and now we're back to our menu 8 submenu. I'll go to the next item, which is System Test. If I enter into that, the first item is a 30-second battery test. Now when we enter into this item, it starts a battery test which will last 30 seconds. It shows us the voltage of the system and how much current the system is drawing. At the end of this 30-second test, this voltage will pop back up to about 13.8. Right now it is turned down the AC power, so the system's really running off of the battery in this case. Now you see the test is over, the voltage has gone back up, and we finished that test. So I'm going to hit the Alt key to back out of that, and it jumps to another menu here. We'll go back in that sub menu. The next item is the LCD test. If I hit the right arrow, it turns on the segments of the LCD so we can check to make sure none of these segments are burnt out. We back up, go to the next item, Communicator send test signal. Here we can, if we hit the right arrow, we'll send a communicator test to the central station. The next item up is we'll send the test, but it will turn on output 1 speaker so that we can hear the progress of what's going on as it sends the test. The next item, it turns on what we call the butt set mode, and this turns on the output 1 speaker anytime the communicator is communicating on the phone line. This way we can hear what's going on the communication of any transmission to the central station. And this will stay on, this butt set mode will stay on until 12 midnight, or pressing the star key 3 times will turn it off. And now our timer has run out, so we'll have to enter back in. Let's go back to menu 8, enter that,